video. Oh, okay, guys, seriously. So Jay, seriously,
Sorry.
really, Jay was just like, oh my God, something
just touched
me.
I
So
get the
like
chills.
we're when we record, like I'm over on this side, she's over on this side, my computer is like right here.
We would show
Obviously
you our
it's not
set,
me,
but-
like, so there has been, oh my gosh, there, seriously, so there were some, okay, I'll preface it with, so my youngest son, I'm sorry, yes, Brownie, I know.
wanting some attention.
Yeah.
Thank you.
So my youngest son has like been saying that he can see like dark, shadowy figures and stuff for like a good couple years now. Before anybody hates, you know,
Girl,
like
no, I be seeing some things.
it's not like no, like yeah, and there are like noises in the house. So we did an episode on like paranormal stuff before on our podcast.
And before anyone says anything, she already staged her house.
I did. Okay, so listen, like in our paranormal episode, like that was actually one where we had to stop recording a couple times because of random things and start re-recording here and there and edit. And I shared on that like, yeah, there will be random noises. And, like back when I had my cat Maggie before she passed on, I would just kind of blame her, even though I could see her.
Now she has puppies to blame it on.
Right. But no, so there were some random things that were happening the other day. I mean, like crazy random things. Like, I know we had like a storm come through one day a few days ago, and like so the power was going in and out like crazy, you know. That wasn't the crazy thing. The crazy thing was that like I thought I saw like smoke in the house, and I'm like, is it me? Or because I've been kind of like congested and stuff lately with a sinus infection, so I'm like, wait, is it me? Like, am I just like congested and stuff? Like, do I smell smoke? Am I really seeing smoke? Or is it just like, do we need to turn some lights on? Is it just dark? But then my oldest son came in and was like, I smell smoke. And I'm like, okay, yeah, all right. Like, it's not like anything like made up. But we checked the whole house, like literally no flames, nothing anywhere. Like I turned on the air purifier. Of course it was on red, and then it was like purifying the air, and turned yellow and green. But since we couldn't find anything, it was like, okay, so of course I Googled, and it was like, still call the fire department to be safe. So I ended up calling the fire department to be safe. They came, they checked everything. Nothing was wrong. And then there were some other things that happened that day too. And it's like, oh my goodness. Then that night, my, eldest son and I, when we were in bed, the dogs were going crazy in the middle of the night. And so it was like, oh my gosh, like, what is that? Like, it was like, what was that? You know, why would the dogs be going crazy? And so we actually both went out, and it was like, you know, yeah, did you hear it? I was like, no, I don't hear anything, but why is that? But the two pups were laying in their kennel fine, but Brownie was like high alert, like looking, nothing there, but looking
never barks.
and barking. And she has actually done that before too, when my youngest has been home, the one that can see things. And like she's done that before, where she will look and she will bark very like, you know, like, hey, like
there's someone here.
Like there's someone there. And that's when my youngest son would be like, can't you guys see that? There's like a dark figure there. And me and my oldest would be like, what? Like, no, we don't see anything.
Yeah.
So Brownie was the one barking and just staring, and it's like,
which they say
ooh.
Dogs can see like spirits and ghosts. They see things that you can't.
So anyway, so it was like, okay, we didn't see anything. Y'all, my eldest son came in my room that night because he's like, I'm just gonna stay in here, and I'm like, that's fine. But it was like getting really cold through the night, and I'm like, oh, okay, you know, didn't think about it, like, because even though it's really hot here in Florida, you still get cool at night and want to use a blanket. Yeah. But I was like, I noticed I was like chillier than usual, but it's like, whatever. Got up the next morning and literally like wasn't thinking too much of it, but it was chilly. But I was like, oh, I'll have my coffee. I'll get hot after I have my coffee, you know, like typically. Still felt cold. Went and looked at the thermostat. It was changed to 66 degrees. We keep it at a cool 72. I know it was at 72 because after the storm and everything, the fire department, I checked, you know, they checked that stuff. I checked it.
I told her to check her attic just in
It
case.
was-
Because I've seen videos where like people are hiding in someone's attics, which they could easily hop on your roof and cut a hole in your roof.
You know, but the thing is, like, I mean, the fire department had been here earlier. They checked the whole house too, just like me and my older son did before that. They even went up in the attic and checked the attic, of course, because they wanted to make sure there wasn't any fire or anything we couldn't see, because where did the smoke that we saw come from? But it was crazy. So anyway, so then it was like, oh my God, like, obviously me and my son did not touch the thermostat. How did the thermostat get changed? I know it was back at 72 before we went to bed.
I like was trying to find any other thing that it could be.
I was looking up. I'm like, there's got to be a rational explanation, right? Like, so I'm looking up, like, hey, could it have reset? Well, yeah, because the power outages and stuff, but it had been checked and it was back at 72 and everything was fine before we went to bed. So it's like, okay, so I couldn't find any other plausible explanation at that point. So I reached out to some of my family, and my grandma was like, she needs to sage the house. Like,
which I called her kind of crazy for that. And first of all, be careful with sage. Oh my God. Maybe it's just because I went to the doctor's that day and I just already felt nauseous. That made me like so sick. But the plate.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Okay. Yes.
It.
Okay. Okay. So I did like, so, which guys, I do have Native American, ancestry and stuff. So it's not, well, some people get offended by it and they're like, you shouldn't be, but no. So don't even go there. So my grandma was like, she needs to sage the house. So my mom literally sent me a link to order sage.
Came the next day.
It did. I ordered it. Came the next day. I was like, Jay, you want to help me sage the house when you come over to record today? So Jay was here. Only funny thing, you were like, I can't breathe because of the smoke, and I was like, of course you can't do it. But no, so I did. Like,
I just have a thing with smoke to where it's like when smoke's in my face, I like can't breathe.
I'm allergic to smoke too. Yeah,
it was.
I was like, but hey, I did it. Like,
but with the plate, keep in mind the plate was like this.
It was a little saucer,
it was a smaller plate.
So yeah, so I looked because I wanted to do it right, of course, and so I was looking up the proper ways, and I was like saying my intentions while I was doing it, and saying a prayer,
and I was saying other things,
and I was going around, you know, doing it, and so they say to have like a thing to like catch the ashes in. So I had a little plate, a little saucer.
You were going in your room.
Yeah, I was going into my room. I was going from like the hallway right there into my room, and which I'm like, oh my God, I'm like, oh God, I made them mad.
It's funny because me and your oldest like jumped.
I know.
Like, oh,
I know. Well, and so like I somehow dropped the saucer.
No, they knocked that out of your hand,
and it shattered. I mean, it shattered. Like, we've dropped our plates before and they're fine. Like, but it shattered.
Yeah, it was like pieces.
It's
everywhere.
like, yeah. So I was like, oh my God. Okay, so you know, we did that. I'm like, okay, you know.
But then she starts going in the room, and I was like, no, you said your piece, get out.
I was like, I just want to make sure the intentions were clear. And I was like, well, because I'm like, I don't want to make any ghosts or spirits angry, like, you know. But so it's, yeah. Anyway.
I was like, girl, they got the jig, and get out.
Yeah. Anyway, so we're coming to last night and this morning, okay? So this morning, so it's the weekend, so kind of like sleeping in a little later than usual. I can hear the dogs kind of moving around, like adjusting in their kennels and stuff, and it's like, okay. All of a sudden, I hear all the dogs start barking like crazy. And I'm like, what the heck? Like, I know they can't see anything outside because, like, the curtains are shut. And then I hear someone say hey to the dogs. Like, I hear the word hey.
Which I will say for this, I think you were just sleep deprived.
So anyway, so I'm like, I'm probably still groggy from slowly waking up, whatever. But then the dogs are like barking and going crazy even more. And I'm like, what the heck? Like, what, And so, how, so I've been told by people in my house that they know where I'm walking and stuff and when I'm coming around corners
she likes
because
to wear these slippers.
of my slippers kind of like dragging a little
They're
on
the
floor.
Yeah, it's like a swish, which that really bothers me because I just think you're not stepping high enough. So it's like they're sliding. No, you can tell exactly where she is. Oh, she's in the dining room. Oh, she's in the back room. She's in her bathroom.
And I know what they mean because obviously I hear it too when I'm walking. Oh, sorry. I never got to. But no, so, and then I hear someone walking in the house. And like, it's like the same noise that my slippers make.
Do they have your shoes on?
No, my slippers were right next to me. And so I'm like, oh my God, like, is someone really in that? Like, at this point, I was like, oh my God, is someone really in the house? Like, I heard someone say, hey. Like, I could hear someone walking in the house. Then I heard noises, like, at the front of the house area, like, by the front door and stuff. And I was like, oh my God, like, are people really in the house? Like, did someone break in the house? So at that point, I, jumped up out of bed. I should have, put my recorder or something on.
You should have ran out of the room as soon as they said, hey.
I was just thinking, oh, no, I'm hearing things. No, I, jumped up out of bed at that point, because I had also, right before that, kind of heard, what sounded like a woodpecker pecking at something, what I thought was the window, because we've had woodpeckers outside before, so I didn't even think anything of it. I was like, oh, well, there's apparently a woodpecker back.
Yeah, because before we moved, there was always woodpeckers.
Yeah, so I didn't think anything of it. But no, at that point, when I heard, other noises, towards the front of the house, I was like, oh my God, no, did people really break in the house and are in the house?
Yeah.
So I jump up out of bed, I come out here, and no, the house is pitch black. There's no one in the house. The dogs are looking at me because they were still barking and stuff. They're looking at me and they go silent as they're looking at me.
And now they just stay by you.
And I'm like, oh my gosh, okay, no, there's no one here. So I let them out of the kennel and I was going to have them walk around the house with me. They were not walking around this house. They were staying next to me by the door. So I was like, okay, guys, no, I need you to get off of me, go outside. So I put them outside and I'm walking around because I'm no, there's no one in here. I'm walking around the house. I'm checking the whole house. There's no one in the house. Everything is locked. All the windows are locked. All the doors are locked. I looked out the curtains. No one, nothing outside. I opened the front door. Nothing, no one outside. And again, everything was locked like I had it. Even the garage, you were well, what about the garage? You have an attic and you have, no, the garage door, the actual garage door, it's not automatic. It's manual. It's locked. Even the garage door that leads into the house, I always lock it. So I'm no. And I'm I swear.
And people can't pop off your,
no, they can't pop off the sliding glass doors because of the extra hinges I have from our Burgold video we did. I kind of explained how I have those extra latch locks. I don't know. And so I literally was Googling, what else to do if saging your house does not work? But and this was another thing. So, I didn't think anything of it at first, but when my oldest son did get up, I was oh, hey, I take it that you, saw.
Well, did you not explain the sock in front of his?
Not yet. No, I'm doing that now. Okay. So, I was oh, hey, I take it that you caught Christoph chewing on one of your brother's socks before you put them to bed last night, because my oldest son put the dogs in the kennel before he went to bed. One of the things I noticed when I came out for the dogs this morning was that there was a black sock in front of Christoph's kennel. So whenever the dogs do anything that they know they're not supposed to do, get the clothes out of the laundry and chew on them or anything else, they'll be put in a short timeout, and I'll put, I tell the boys, put the thing in front of them so they know why they're in trouble.
Just in case if they forgot.
Right. So there was one of my youngest son's black socks in front of his dog's kennel as if he was caught chewing on it and, it was put there. I was like, oh, hey, I take it. You found, and the other thing is that like I did all the laundry yesterday. So there was no dirty laundry anywhere in this house on the floor at all. So when I saw that, I was like, oh, I wonder if Christoph took that out of the dirty laundry basket in the laundry room before I got that last load into the washer, and then maybe caught him with it last night before he put them in the kennel for bed and put it there. So I asked my oldest son, I'm like, oh, hey, I take it, you caught him with that and you put that there? And he's like, no.
By the way, I think your ghost fixed my phone because before I don't know, but my phone was like glitching green. Oh.
But no, and my son's like, no, I didn't put that there. And I'm like, I don't
have opinions on it.
And then he shared with me, he was like, but I got freaked out because he's like, when I was putting the dogs in the kennels last night, he's like, I heard footsteps coming from our bathroom. So him and his brother, their rooms are on the other side of the house, and then they have their own bathroom.
Right where we are, actually.
Yeah, like right behind the hallway, right behind us. And he was like, I did get freaked out.
That's the side of us.
Whatever. Anyway, but he's like,
because that's behind us.
well, it's like catty corner behind us.
Okay.
Anyway, but no, he's like, I did get freaked out though because I heard footsteps coming from the bathroom, and he's like, and I heard the door creak like it was opening, and he's like, and then I heard the footsteps like come into that hallway, and he's like, I looked over in the door frame to the hallway, and he's like, but it's like they knew I was watching, and he's like, because the footsteps stopped right before they would have gotten into the opening. And he's like, so I did get freaked out. And he's like, so I just went ahead and hurried up and
bro probably booked it to the room.
put Brownie into the kennel and then hurried to bed. So I don't know what to think anymore. But I will say this. So
not gonna lie, I low-key have to use the bathroom, so I'm like scared to go to the
I did when I did do like the prayer and like asked for the guiding spirits to help and stuff, I did say that like
which she shouldn't have said this.
Peaceful and loving ghosts, like, as long as you're peaceful and loving and bring good energy and stuff, like, I don't mind. But it's like if they have evil intentions or bad intentions or do not have like a pure heart, to please leave our house and stuff. So I'm like, okay, maybe.
But another thing is, I was telling you is because I asked you, I was like, do you have any like family members or like ashes in your house? I was like, maybe it's like their spirit.
We have like other animals of ours that have passed away that like I've gotten cremated, like those ashes are here. And then like my grandpa, I do have, like, my mom had made like ordered necklaces for us and like put some of his ashes in a necklace, and so that is in my jewelry box.
Dang, bro, stuck in a jewelry box. That's crazy.
But no, I don't know. People might think that we're crazy, but
no, because I tell you about my guest experiences all the time.
I mean, I don't know what to think anymore.
If you see a tall black figure, I'm not gonna say his name, run.
I don't know. Tell us what you think, guys.
I'm not crazy.
No, I swear it sounded like someone was in my house. And that's why as soon as I realized, like, no, oh my God, I'm hearing these, like, someone is in the house. That's why I, like, jumped out of bed. I'm like, no, it's...
Yeah. Don't worry. No one thinks you're crazy.
There
might be those two people that do, but...
No, and other people do, like, too. Like, you, like, randomly before have even been like, someone just touched me. Like, what?
I know someone did touch me!
Or, like, I heard something. And, like, my kids have heard things, too. And my youngest has seen things. So... and of course the dogs, it's like okay.
Bye.